This question was asked in 2019. That Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act of 1959 exempt several positions from disqualification on the ground of office of profit. Just leave this particular statement for a while, right? Let's read second statement, that the above mentioned act was amended 5 times. Again, leave this particular statement for some time. Let's read the third statement, that the term of office of profit is defined in the Constitution of India. I hope that everyone knows that the word office of profit is not defined in the Constitution of India. Is it clear? It is the Supreme Court judgment of Pradyut Bordoloi versus Vapan Roy, under which the Supreme Court has given the judgment that what will be making the office of profit. It is not defined in the Constitution of India. Why I made you read up till third statement? Because this and the second statement, first and second statement, is something that is very difficult to memorize in a real-time examination. So please don't lose your patience and read all the 3 statements in order to find the correct option. So when you will be eliminating third statement, automatically you will be coming at the correct answer. That is, first and second statement are correct. As a human being, it is impossible to remember that how many times a particular act has been amended by the Parliament. So this was something that you should not be having the knowledge of. But the third statement is something that you should be definitely knowing about, that office of profit is not mentioned in the Constitution. Right? So now let's come to 2018 question again, which is related to money bill. It is saying that a bill, basically this question is saying that which of the following is not correct. First statement is saying that a bill shall be deemed to be a money bill if it contains only provision relating to imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax. Right? So in the previous discussion, we understood that money bill is only talking about money matters. So this particular statement is correct, that yes, money bill will be only talking about either the imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax, but not any other matter. Second statement is saying that a money bill has the provision for the custody of Consolidated Fund of India or the Contingency Fund of India. Again, this particular statement is correct. Whether we want to withdraw some money or whether we want to deposit the money into the CFI or the Contingency Fund of India, we will be requiring the money bill. Third statement is saying that a money bill is concerned with the appropriation of money out of Contingency Fund of India. Whereas fourth statement is saying that money bill deals with regulation of borrowing of money or giving of any guarantee by the Government of India. Again, fourth statement is correct. Money bill is concerned with the appropriation money not out of the Contingency Fund of India, but rather it is talking about Consolidated Fund of India. The word is Consolidated Fund, not the Contingency Fund. Again, this particular statement is incorrect and the question is asking about the not correct part. So, at some times it is also important that you shall be reading the directives of the question, whether it is asking about the correct part or the incorrect part. Is it clear? Now let's come to 2015 question, which is again asking about Rajya Sabha. First statement is saying that Rajya Sabha has no power either to reject or to amend a particular money bill. Again, I already told you that Rajya Sabha can go for they cannot go for rejecting a money bill. Second is saying that Rajya Sabha cannot vote on the demand of the grant. Whenever the demand of the grant are again raised by the various ministry and department, it is to be only issued in Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha does not play any role in the demand of grant. Third statement is saying that Rajya Sabha cannot discuss the annual financial statement. See, we are not barring the Rajya Sabha either to discuss. Right, we are just barring the Rajya Sabha that they cannot reject the budget or the annual financial statement, but they can definitely go for the discussion part. So the third statement is incorrect and our correct option is only 1 and 2. Again, the question was asked on money bill in 2013. Why I am emphasizing so much on the parliamentary form of democracy as well as on the money bill, because this is the repeated theme of the UPSC, which they have been asking over years again and again, right? So you should be knowing each and everything related to money bill, related to all the bills which are going to be lapsed, and other provision which is related to the Parliament of India. Right? So it is talking about what will follow if a money bill is amended by the Rajya Sabha. For example, Rajya Sabha eventually amended the bill. Now what will happen? Is Lok Sabha bounded by the bill or not bounded? The simple question that they are asking. First statement is saying that Lok Sabha may still proceed with the bill, accepting or not accepting the recommendation of Rajya Sabha. So this is the correct option. But let's read the other three part as well. Second statement is saying that Lok Sabha cannot consider the bill further. It is the case of ordinary bill. If the ordinary bill is rejected by Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha cannot discuss the bill further. So this particular statement is incorrect. Third statement is saying that Lok Sabha may send the bill to the Rajya Sabha for reconsideration. Again, this particular step can be taken up by the Lok Sabha in case of ordinary bill and not in the case of money bill. And fourth statement is saying that President may call for a joint sitting. Again, joint sitting can only happen in the cases of ordinary bill and not in the case of money bill. Is it clear? So the first statement that have been provided by the UPSC is correct answer of this particular question. Again, in 2012, the question was asked related to joint sitting. For example, there is a deadlock between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, which calls for joint sitting during joint sitting of the Parliament during the passage of. So joint sitting can be called upon what sort of cases? I already told you that it can be issued first for the ordinary bill, for the finance bill 1 and 2. But for constitution amendment bill and money bill, there is no provision of joint sitting. Joint sitting can either happen in ordinary legislation or in the finance bill 1 and the finance bill 2. Right? So our correct option for this particular question is option 1 only. That joint sitting can only happen in the cases of ordinary legislation as per this question. Is it clear? Again, in 2024, I hope that you understand the importance of Delimitation Commission at this particular moment. Why Delimitation Commission or the Commission's provision is so important for 2025 prelims? Because firstly, the Parliament has passed the Women Reservation Act, of which the major provision is that women reservation will be provided only when the recommendations of Delimitation Commission will be out. Right? And the second thing why Delimitation Commission is again important for 2025 prelims is that because recently the delimitation exercise has taken place in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, making this particular part as very important. Already the question has been asked in 2024, maybe a very factual question, but next time the question can be asked in more detail, that what is the special power of the Delimitation Commission. I hope that all of you knows that the order or the report of the Delimitation Commission is final and binding. The Parliament has to accept the order or the report of the Delimitation Commission. Neither they can reject it, neither they can amend it, and no one, either you or me, can approach to the Supreme Court against the Delimitation Commission report. Right? So these are some things that you should be keeping in mind while reading the Delimitation Commission. So the answer of this particular question is 4. That is, we have created Delimitation Commission at least for 4 times. First in 1952, 1962, 1972 and 2002. 1952, 1962, 1972 and 2002. Right. So 4 times we have created the Delimitation Commission, of which major task is to readjust the boundaries of the constituency, either for Lok Sabha or for the Legislative Assembly. A very direct and a factual question, but you need to understand that this particular commission is very important for 2025 prelims examination. Right. So these are some of the questions that have been asked by the UPSC again and again from the Parliament chapter, making you realize that how much the importance is with this particular theme of Parliament. So please go for the revision and open up your static notes as well as standard book and go for the revision by taking the help of some of the PYQs that the UPSC had been asking. I'll see you in the next part.